Welcome to Atlantean Astrology, where stars speak in silent codes, and the universe unfolds like a sacred scroll. Here we are more than seekers. We are voyagers through the timeless and the boundless, stepping beyond the veil of the visible. Join us on YouTube and TikTok, where each moment brings you closer to secrets hidden in the heart of eternity, truths whispered by the cosmos itself. Subscribe not merely to follow, but to awaken. Let us open the celestial doorways together, unraveling the tapestry of the unknown, where light and mystery dance, waiting for the one who dares to see. Section 4. The Disciples' Fear and Mary's Emergence as Spiritual Guide. In the dimmed light of Jesus' absence, the disciples are left to confront their own doubts and fears. As they gather, they feel his loss not only as a teacher, but as the light that guided their way. Now without him, they are cast into uncertainty, a vast unknown, where their faith trembles and their path seems shrouded in darkness. It is in this moment of vulnerability, when they are overcome by the weight of separation, that Mary steps forward, her presence calm and unwavering. Mary embodies a profound inner peace, a quiet strength that does not demand attention but naturally commands it. She does not seek to fill the space left by Jesus. Instead, she offers a wisdom born of deep understanding and trust in the teachings he imparted. Her voice, soft yet filled with conviction, reaches into the heart of each disciple, soothing their restless spirits and reminding them of the path they must now walk alone. As the disciples listen, they are comforted by Mary's presence. They recognize in her a leader who does not seek to replace Jesus, but to help them find the strength within themselves. Her guidance does not promise certainty, but invites them to embrace the journey of faith and self-discovery. Mary's calm assurance awakens within them a glimmer of courage, an invitation to trust in their own ability to carry forward the light of the teachings. In their moment of fear, she becomes a beacon, not by taking away their doubts, but by showing them the way to move through them. In this first act of leadership, Mary does not command the disciples. She calls them to remember the essence of what they have learned. She becomes a mirror, reflecting back to them their own strength, their own potential to know the divine. Through her, they begin to understand that this journey of faith will not end with the loss of their teacher. Instead, it will deepen as they learn to see with their own inner vision, to trust in the light that Mary herself embodies. Section 5. Mary's vision of the soul's journey through realms of challenge. When the disciples express their uncertainty, Mary shares with them a vision she received from Jesus, a revelation that reveals the soul's journey through realms of darkness and challenge. She speaks of this journey with a clarity that captivates them, guiding them into the depths of her understanding. In her vision, the soul moves through realms where it encounters forces that seek to bind it, forces of attachment, desire, ignorance, and fear. Each realm, she explains, is a place of trial, a reflection of the soul's own inner struggles as it seeks to return to the divine. Mary describes each realm not as an external place, but as a reflection of the illusions that cloud the soul's perception. These realms represent the attachments and desires that keep the soul bound to the material world, unable to see beyond the veils of form and identity. In each realm, the soul must confront its own misconceptions, its own fears, and the forces that try to hold it back. These forces are not enemies to be defeated, but shadows to be seen through, illusions that lose their power the moment the soul recognizes their emptiness. Her vision unfolds like an odyssey of self-discovery, a journey through the layers of one's own being. As Mary speaks, the disciples feel themselves drawn into this journey, sensing the truth of her words as they reflect on their own attachments and fears. Mary's vision becomes a map for them, a guide that points not to external battles but to the inner work of liberation. The soul's journey, she teaches, is one of purification, a shedding of all that is false, a return to the essence of who they are. Through her words, the disciples begin to see their own spiritual struggles in a new light. They understand that these forces of attachment and fear are not barriers to be crushed, but illusions to be dissolved. Mary's vision does not promise an easy path, but it offers them the strength to face their inner challenges with courage. For in this journey they realize they are not alone. They carry within them the same light that Mary has found, a light that will guide them through each realm. As Mary's vision unfolds, she leads the disciples to the ultimate revelation that the soul is not separate from the divine, but eternally united with it. She speaks of this truth as the heart of the soul's journey, the destination that lies beyond all realms of darkness and illusion. In her vision, the soul's passage through these realms is not an ascent towards something it lacks, but a return to what it has always been. The soul and the divine, she reveals, are not two but one, woven together in an eternal bond that cannot be broken. This unity, Mary explains, is not a state to be achieved, but a reality to be remembered. The soul's suffering arises from the illusion of separation, from the belief that it is isolated and alone. In truth, she teaches, the soul has never been apart from the divine. It is only the layers of illusion that make it feel this way. When the soul sees through these illusions, it recognizes its own divine nature, a light that is whole and complete, inseparable from the source. The disciples listen in awe as Mary reveals this profound truth, one that transcends the boundaries of form and identity. They begin to see that the divine is not something they must seek outside of themselves, but a presence that lives within, a light that has been with them all along. In her words, they sense a liberation that goes beyond all striving, all seeking, a peace that comes from knowing they are already whole, already connected to the source of all life. This revelation of unity brings a deep sense of peace to the disciples. They realize that the journey is not about becoming something new, but about remembering who they have always been. Mary's vision guides them to the heart of the teachings, to the understanding that the divine is not distant, but present within each of them. In this oneness, they find a new foundation, a sense of belonging that transcends all fear, all doubt. As Mary's vision concludes, she leaves the disciples with a call to live in alignment with this awakened truth. She urges them not to see the journey of awakening as an end, but as the beginning of a new way of being. The knowledge they have gained is not meant to be hidden. It is a light to be shared, a truth to be embodied in every aspect of their lives. Mary's legacy to them is a legacy of peace, of unity, of a life lived in harmony with the divine within. She speaks of the path forward, not as one of preaching, but of presence. She reminds them that to carry this knowledge is to live as an example of love, compassion, and inner peace. By embodying the divine truth, they become lights for others, mirrors that reflect the potential for awakening in every soul. This legacy is not a doctrine, but a way of being, a quiet, steady radiance that speaks without words. Mary's final teaching is a call to embody the unity they have come to understand. She invites them to live each moment in awareness of their connection to the divine, to trust in the wisdom of their own souls, and to let go of any illusions that would separate them from this truth. In this way, she leaves them not with answers, but with a path, a journey that they must each undertake in their own way. As the disciples sit with her words, they feel a sense of purpose, a calling that is both personal and universal. They understand that their role is not to lead others, but to live the truth they have found, to be a presence that naturally draws others to the light within themselves. Mary's legacy is one of liberation, an invitation to live in alignment with the divine and to share this light with a world in need. In this final teaching, Mary leaves them with the ultimate freedom, the freedom to know themselves, to live in peace, and to shine as embodiments of the divine truth. Her words are not a conclusion, but a beginning, a reminder that the journey to the divine is one that will continue beyond this moment, a journey that each soul will carry forward in its own unique way. Through Mary, they have found not only a teacher, but a path to liberation, a path that leads them to the heart of their own being.